A live look at Piscataway, New Jersey in Shai Stadium. Early season momentum at stake here as we have a Week 2 clash here on EA Sports College Football. It's the Marshall Thundering Herd and the Rutgers Scarlet Knights. Reese Davis along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. We'll hear from Holly Rowe in a bit down on the sideline. Marshall will kick off to get the festivities started. And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. The Scarlet Knights offense will have the first crack at it in this one. And here's the guy they want to feed, this senior running back. He has become a key piece of this offense.
And you got to love this guy's speed. And to me, David, that's the one thing that really separates him from most other running backs in college football. There are so many guys at this level that can make you miss, and they can get in the second level, they can run through tackles, catch the ball, block, all that stuff. This guy, though, has home run breakaway speed. If he gets past your second level, he's out.
And you see defenses take angles on him, and he just outruns it. Like, he's just got that extra gear that's different, that scares you. You can tell people are trying to play so fast to try to catch up. So, #1 job for this defense, man. Try to make him play in the phone.
Oh, he's got some space. And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35. The Scarlet Knights headed quickly to the line.
Man, I've been there before. It's the opening drive of the game. You're trying to scramble, make something happen, and you get absolutely lit up. Man, that cold tub, that can't come soon enough. Bad news, though, is you've got an entire game to play.
And quarterback, receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
Wants to fire on second down. Zings it complete to the right. And he picks up the first down, and he does it. I'm not going to say spin move. That was a pirouette. It was elegant. It was beautiful.
You know, it's funny. I know running backs oftentimes are afterthoughts when it comes to the passing game, but when you think about it, this guy's been making people miss his entire life taking handoffs. So why wouldn't you try to get him involved in the passing game as well? You just saw in that last play how dangerous he is after the catch.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Pressure coming. Big sack. This defense all over it.
And they get to the quarterback and get the sack. That's a big emphasis for this defense. They saw a week ago, this offense gave up 3 sacks. They need to get to him early and often and create some indecision. Nice job getting a sack early in this football game.
Could be an out. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Scarlet Knights. How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
I know it's early this year, but it's obvious this guy is a focal point in this offense. After having 2 touchdowns in his first game, he gets on the board here. Doesn't matter where he lines up, they find ways to get him the football, and defenses just have not been able to figure him out.
And the extra point splits the uprights. He'll start the return inside his 5. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. So Marshall's offense, who will go to work for the first time in this one. And here comes the freshman quarterback who has certainly outperformed his recruiting ranking. Led his team to a win, throwing 4 touchdown passes the last time out. They'll start on the ground with Washington. Got it across the 20 and out to the 23, a pickup of 4.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
That's reeled in. It's Alexander. He'll get it across the 30-yard line. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 32 as this offense is trying to do some work. They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. Wants to throw it again. Trying to set up the screen. At the 45, on his way. Knocked out of bounds at the 46 after the good pickup on that one.
That's a nice job by the offense, man. I love when offenses can go 5 wide, spread the formation, find the matchup they want. This time, it's the running back turned wide receiver. They get him the football, and he does the rest and gets upfield. But nice job spreading the formation and really making the defense make a decision.
They'll ride him out of bounds after the good pickup spotted at the 25-yard line.
Will, you're trailing into games. Someone's got to make a play. There's an accurate throw by the quarterback, and when you throw it accurately like that, you give your receiver an opportunity to advance the ball. Good, strong running. He's able to break a tackle, and that's an explosive play they need now as they're trying to tie this game up.
Marshall back at it with another 1st and 10. Now from inside the red zone. It's complete on the right side. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
And man, you gotta love that from your corner. Willing to pull the trigger right away. Obviously, the running back slips out of the backfield. They throw him the football, but he doesn't waste any time. He doesn't hesitate, pulls the trigger, runs at him, makes the nice tackle, and gets the stop.
2nd down, he'll throw it. Takes the easy completion. They kept him out of the end zone, but not before he gets it to the 1-yard line, and it'll be 1st and goal. The Thundering Herd picked up a fresh set of downs by keeping it on the ground. The pop pass gets popped behind the line for a loss.
And the defense, man, playing aggressive, playing uphill, playing in the backfield. Nice job getting penetration, getting that.
Looking for the end zone. Runs it into the house. Touchdown, Herd! The extra point here would tie the game. And the extra point is good. They put together an 81-yard drive, and it was capped off with the 8-yard run. On the run from inside his own 5. I guess it could have been worse on that return. He goes out of bounds at the 15. The Scarlet Knights start this drive. The offense looks ready to go. You want to talk about a drive where you impose your will? That's what they did, running it down for a touchdown, David.
There is nothing more demoralizing than that for a defense. To be physically pounded. The run is coming. You know it's coming, and you can't stop it.
Nothing the defense can do. That is mano-a-mano up front, and your guys getting a push. They know you're running it, and they still can't stop it.
Pulls it on the option. Right there to stop him, and that'll be a loss of 3. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. That is the senior running back who's slow to get up. Holly will keep an eye on things on the sideline for us. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Starting to feel a little pressure. Oh, he didn't get past the marker before starting his slide, and now it's 4th down. And the Scarlet Knights line up to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Makes the catch at the 35. Slips through the line. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. So Marshall is out on the field and ready to get this drive cranked up. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop. And now a chance to break the tie. Oh, what a play. It's intercepted. Not a lot on the return, but they can live with that as they've got it at the 49.
Not all guys have the ability to break on the football, go make a play, and catch it. You play defense for a reason. A lot of the wide receivers are the ones that do most of the catching. Great job by the defense securing the INT.
So first play of the drive coming here from their own 49. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Williams. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
What a great play by the linebacker. You talk about filling a hole. Defensive line does their jobs. He comes in the hole and says, sit down, sir.
Off the play fake. Looking to scramble. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
And the big defensive tackle getting off the rock. Nice job seeing play action, understand his pass, beats the guard, gets to the quarterback, and gets the QB on the ground.
Here we go. Go. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Didn't get past the marker when he started his slide, and now it's 4th down. Absolutely nothing settled. Deadlocked after one period of play as we have a look at the stats. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. The Scarlet Knights will call on their punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And no shot at a return here as the punt flies out of bounds. The Marshall offense makes its way back onto the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly
Breaks into the open. Carried it all the way down to the 35-yard line before they finally got him stopped. They just dialed up one big play. Let's see if they've got another one on 1st and 10 from the 35. Using his legs to buy some time. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
When the quarterback gets outside the pocket as a defender, now I'm thinking about the field's cut in half. You don't worry about the other side of the field. It's hard to throw it back across your body to the other side. So now the rules are I'm starting to creep now to the direction of the field where he goes. Great job by the defense understanding that.
Marshall comes to the line facing 3rd and long. Looking to throw. Rifles it down the middle. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there. When it's a
Now, wait just a second here. I don't see the kicker coming out. I think they're going to go for it here. They're throwing for it on 4th down. Fires complete on the crosser. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. Marshall back at it with another 1st and 10. From the red zone, it's Washington. He'll be brought down inside the 10-yard line at the 9.
And this drive, this offense is really focused on physicality, man. Running the football. Look at right here, right up the gut. Nice play. Nice job just controlling the line of scrimmage, putting a drive together. This offense really doing a good job right now.
And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
Well, the offense just trying to go with a little touch pass this time, down close to the goal line, giving it to the receiver and hoping his speed is going to be able to outflank the defense, but nowhere to run. Nice stop on the defensive side of the ball.
Nowhere to run, and he barely makes it back to the line of scrimmage.
This is the most important part of the field. What you did to get down here means nothing. Nice job by this defense, staying confident, staying aggressive, and forcing the 3rd down and goal.
They'll try to run it with Washington. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7.
And the running back gets his 2nd rushing touchdown of the game. You want to continue to feed this guy. You could tell he's got a nose for the end zone, knows how to get in there, knows how to make things happen.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Rutgers has it back. They'll send the offense back onto the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Out of the gun, the running back has it. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they've built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
Stopped again. At least they made it back to the line of scrimmage this time.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the tight end. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. And the Scarlet Knights will punt it away on 4th down. He'll try to really get into this one. He'll field the punt and try to make something happen. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. The Thundering Herd offense ready to come out and get this drive going. If you like old-fashioned, grind-it-up, run-over football, that last touchdown drive was for you, Jesse.
That was impressive, man. Great blocking up front and tough physical running by these ball carriers, David.
And now you wonder how the defense responds. Like, are they going to get way more aggressive to try to stop the run? I got to do something to break the rhythm of that running game.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Got a little grass. Good call, good execution as they move the chains and they have a 1st down at the 38.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge game. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. Dumps it to the back. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision making.
Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. It's complete to the right.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Ball at the 31, 3rd and short coming, defense trying to rise up. He's looking to throw. They go to the wide receiver screen. A big stop from this defense as they force a 4th down and a decision coming right now. Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. He slides that just inside the right upright. That'll bring him to within 4.
Well, it's a good news, bad news scenario. You got the pick, and you would have liked to have paid that off with a touchdown, but because the drive stalls out, you're still happy to get the field goal.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Marshall takes over the ball, the Thundering Herd offense coming out. Last drive ended with an interception, and they can't afford to have that happen again. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Snagged out of the air. Crosses the 30. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
And listen, as a quarterback, you're trying to find the matchup, trying to find who's open. I don't know if anybody was open, but that was not a greatly thrown football. I don't know if it was miscommunication, but the ball thrown out of bounds and just on to the next down.
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Back to pass. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. He's going to take off. They'll force him out of bounds after a solid pickup on the play.
And that's a pretty good job by this defense. Man, it's so hard to limit these quarterbacks, and they're spreading you out all over the field. When they take off, it's hard to limit the damage. Nice job limiting the damage. And I'll tell you what, make it physical. Finish those plays and try to tackle that guy and make him think about running the football in the future.
Makes a connection. First catch of his career, and you see why they believe this freshman tight end can contribute early. Now, the offense wants to make sure everything's straightened out, and they call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Marshall back at it with another 1st and 10. He goes right back to the air. Makes the grab. It's Taylor. He's finally shoved out of bounds at the 23-yard line, and a big pickup on that one.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. To the air on 2nd down. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. And he's left with no option but to throw it away.
All right, you got to be careful here if you're the quarterback, right? Back-to-back incompletions. You got a nice drive, but you're still in field goal range, though. Think about this. You cannot take a sack. That has got to be what the play caller is reminding his quarterback about in the headsets right now. If it's not there, throw this thing away because we've got a chance to at least get 3 points here.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. He'll throw it. Working a little foot magic on the sidelines, and it'll be enough for the 1st down.
Hey, man, that's a frustrating end to that play. And I say that, man, because you need to give me everything you have. Like, I can't run out of bounds. I got a chance to maybe get the 1st down, lower my shoulder, be physical. My team needs a couple more yards to get the 1st down, and dude chose to run out of bounds.
They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work.
Hey, if you're going to go for it on 4th down and you decide to run the football, you got to be sure up front that you're going to win the trenches. They didn't get it done that time. They need to be more physical moving forward. They're going to try to do that again in the same type of situation in this game.
And some room to work. Found a little bit of running room on that one, but he's brought down and the clock continues to run. 1 snap coming before they head to the locker room. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, welcome in to our EA Sports Studios here in Orlando, the Week 2 edition of our College Football Update Show. Let's get things popping this week with Kentucky taking on the Kent State Golden Flashes. And it's the Wildcats looking to bounce back from the Game 1 loss. They lead here in the 1st half. And now we take a look at some of the other games going on around the nation on another wild day of college football. Now over to your game in Piscataway. And if you thought that was a quick 1st half, you'd be right on the money. 2 work workhorse running backs who just kept pounding the rock, behind offensive lines who look less like college kids and more like bulldozers. Call it ground and pound, call it pin and pummel. Both sides have been dominant, and I'm curious to see if either defense can make an adjustment.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. Holly, what did you find out coming out of halftime?
I caught up with the Thundering Herd head coach at the half. He told me that he is probably going to stick with this young player. Although they are leading right now, he is concerned about the play of this young star. He said, I've got to see a more consistent performance for him here in the second half, but they are going to give him that opportunity to right the ship. Guys, back to you.
We'll keep an eye on that, Holly. Marshall might try to catch this defense thinking run here on 2nd and inches. Looking to fire. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. The sure hands, it's Washington. He gets it past the 30, and they'll get him out of bounds at the 32. With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. Motion from the back. To the air on first down. Swings it out to his running back. He'll be forced out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 44-yard line, and this offense has it going. First down, 10 yards to go. Here's a give to Washington. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one.
And that would be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's 2nd and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
This Marshall offense putting together a nice drive. The run inside. It's Washington.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
Might be calling a hot route. Second down, they'll go to the air. Gets it out fast. Could not make his way to the corner.
And I love linebackers, man, that just have a nose for the football, an absolute feel. Great job not losing vision, feeling the running back start to come out of the backfield to catch the football, and then doing the most important part. Probably the hardest, too, getting him on the ground.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Makes the catch. And they make the stop just short of the line to gain. Inches to go. It'll be fourth down.
Well, I know there's a lot of people out there thinking, hey, it's third down, you got to throw to the sticks here, but I like the call getting the drag. You get the catch, he advances it a little bit, doesn't quite pick it up, but now you've set up 4th and short. And you've got to think on offense, you've got to play somewhere that can go pick up this first down.
And I don't care where you're at on the field, 4th and inches, I like me. I like my chances of getting that, running the play I feel comfortable with, getting the first down.
Marshall back at it with another 1st and 10. Washington again. Maybe some room here. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. This defense just can't get off the field. The offense unstoppable. He'll take a shot. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
Love the coverage on the back end. The defenders staying right by the receiver, the intended target. As a result, that ball's incomplete.
They'll give it to Washington. He'll be pulled down after a good run. They'll mark it at the 15.
And this is exactly how you want to draw it up if you're an offensive coach. Later in the game, you start to get in the second half, and you've got the lead, and you can be the more physical team. It's really hard for somebody to come back. This defense has got to come up with a stop. They got to get more physical right now in this football game, or it's going to get out of hand.
Got some room, entered to the goal line. He'll be pushed out of bounds just short of the end zone, and that one saved a touchdown at least for now.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative, and that's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
They'll try to run it with Washington. And he's in! Touchdown, Marshall! What a game he's had. 3rd touchdown of this one and 5 on the season. And he made that extra point, the wet turf, no problem at all. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And the Rutgers offense heads back onto the field. So this second half didn't exactly start the way they had hoped on defense, and now the offense will try to answer with a score of its own. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Out across the 20 to the 21-yard line, a 3-yard gain.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Defense didn't maintain its discipline there, and they get into the neutral zone. It'll cost them 5 yards. So the early contact for the defense, and they'll move it up 5 yards. That is a costly penalty on this defense. Now they're dealing with a 2nd and 2. Rides the back and leaves it. He'll get a fresh set of downs, stopped at the 31-yard line.
Awesome job. Run the football, right? It's really basic. Go to those plays you know can get you first downs, get you some extra set of downs, and then you can go make big plays.
It's 1st and 10 from the 31. This time he wants to throw. Slips a tackle. Oh, they're after him. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
And the defense at this point understands that the offense is going to have to try to throw the football, all right? They already got a lead, so they're now pinning their ears back and getting after this guy, trying to get him to the ground.
Trying play action. Unloads to the wideout. Finds space on the right. He's really close to that 1st down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. And this offense just can't afford not to get the 1st down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. Pulls and fires complete. Really strong job by the defense. A negative play on 3rd down. The Scarlet Knights will send out the punt unit. They'll look to pin him deep. He'll field the punt and see what he can get. He only needs a sliver of daylight. They were playing with fire on that return, and he got loose for a good return of better than 30 yards. So Marshall was out on the field and ready to get this drive cranked up. Man, what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time. Wide receiver going in motion. Looking downfield on 1st down. Caught behind the line. It's Washington.
Well, when it comes to screen passes, you're just trying to mix them in different situations, and I like it here. First play of the drive on offense, and you're dropping back to pass. You're letting the pass rush get upfield, seeing if you can just get one into the hands of your back, get some blockers downfield. You don't obviously pick up an explosive play, but you get some good yards on that, and you give the opposing defense now something else to think about. You've got these screens in your back pocket, and you're going to use them.
Really putting together a threat now. They get the 1st. It's at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Give to Washington again. He'll be forced out of bounds after a nice pickup on the run. Now on 2nd down. Back to pass. It falls incomplete, and that'll do it for the quarter. We've reached the break, and Marshall is on top. We take a moment to look at the stats of what has been a tight ball game. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this third down play. He wants to change this route. Slithers into space. There's a crease. Finally out of bounds at the 21-yard line after the big run.
Really impressed with the running back. His stats haven't been great, right? Every yard has been hard to come by, but these are some of the best runs we've seen in the game by him, and it's happening at the most important time here in the fourth quarter.
Under fire. Quickly to the tight end. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Looking to fire. Makes the grab. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
Quarterback keeper. He gets it past the chains, and it'll be a first down for Marshall.
And I'm not surprised with the run, and I'm not going to be surprised if they run it again, right? This offense now set up. They've put a drive together. First and goal. Who can be more physical? The line of scrimmage is critically important when the field starts to shrink. Let's see who can bow up and make a play here.
And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
Love the play call by the offense. Love drag routes down this close to the goal line. First down, you're just trying to get an easy completion, catch and run, walk in, score. Defense made a nice play. They made the tackle, so now you got to turn the page. You got to find something here on second.
Touchdown, Thundering Herd! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And a lot of times late in football games, you'll see offenses get really, really conservative with the lead. I like how this offense didn't go against the clock. They stayed within themselves. They stayed true to who they were. And now, big-time advantage, big-time lead, up by 17 in the fourth quarter.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not the smartest move on that one. Out of bounds at the 9, and the field position is not good. Here comes the Rutgers offense onto the field. Well, this is not what the doctor ordered in terms of starting field position. He'll start this drive firing. Turns it loose deep. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. They'll move the tight end. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Got enough for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
That's a really nice game. It just would have been really nice to see this from this offense earlier. Now you're getting to the point where there's a couple of thought processes. Do I build momentum for next week? Do I try to get this offense, the ground game clicking, or do I throw the football every play and try to make this football game close?
They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. And the Scarlet Knights will hustle to the line.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them, they're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down.
Hey, you could see this defense. They are back on their heels right now. This offense very much in a groove, in a rhythm. They've got to find something to disrupt this. Right now, they're doing what they want, when they want, how they want. This defense got to answer the bell.
Pulled down after a pickup of 5, but they knocked that defense back, and they've got it down to the 34.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
Really put an offensive possession together here that's fun to watch. Like, it's fun to watch them own the line of scrimmage, be physical. In this area of the field, this is what they call the fringe, right outside the red zone. It's kind of your last opportunity to take shots, take advantage of the extended space on the field before you get cramped in the red zone. So I look for this offense to be aggressive.
Slides to the ground, picks up the first down, and avoids the hit. The Scarlet Knights have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Going for 6. And it's caught. Touchdown, Rutgers.
And this offense gets another passing touchdown. I tell you what, week 1, this connection worked. Week 2, this connection working again. I tell you what, if I'm a defense, I'm going to start focusing in on that guy because they want to find him and make big plays.
They still have work to do, trailing by 2 possessions here in the 4th. They'll line up for the onside kick.
Well, here in the 4th quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
Let's go down to the sideline and Holly Rowe.
Hey, guys, from what I can see here on the Marshall sideline, I can see a developing situation with their quarterback and the coaches. Their QB has struggled here today with the turnovers, and there's a lot of conversation. They're showing him those mistakes on the film, trying to get him to see what he's missing. They want to get some confidence built back up in this quarterback, but right now he's shaking his head like, I've got this, I've got this. We'll see if he really does here to take the field. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be 1st down.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
Caught in the backfield, it's Taylor. Now the Scarlet Knights call timeout. It's their 1st. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter.
And I love the idea of getting this guy screen throws because of his ability after the catch. So nice job getting downfield, getting a hat-on-hat, and giving him a tunnel to run through.
Run in the red zone. It's Price. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. Rutgers takes its 2nd timeout. They've got 1 timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it. On 3rd and short, they'll go to the power running game. Timeout called here by Rutgers, and that's their 3rd. And they'll have to navigate the rest of this game without being able to stop the clock.
I think one of the biggest reasons why the scoreboard looks the way it does is this offense has been dominant on 3rd down. They have found a way to stay on the field. They do it again here late, running the ball on 3rd.
Running inside. It's Price.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and leading the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
And I like the defense being aggressive. They heated up that RPO. They didn't even give him time to read it. I'm getting in the backfield right now, making a play, being aggressive, bringing the fight to the offense.
7th play of the drive coming up, and a long way to go on 3rd down. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. They use the sideline and get him out of bounds right at the 9. Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. And he'll try it from the right hash, and the angle shouldn't be too bad from this distance. Absolute shank. Missed it. After the miss, the lead still at 11.
And that's just a chip shot. That's just a field goal they got to make, guys.
They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. They're dealing with a second and long.
Here we go. Ready. Ready, team. Go.
Couldn't connect on first down. Now back to the air. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that third down play. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Throws to the wideout. And they can't make the connection on third down.
And now such a tough situation. Late in this game, you're trailing, but now it's 4th and long. Like, it's one thing if it's 4th and short. This makes it even more difficult. You got to have something dialed up you feel really great about.
On 4th down, they'll pass for it. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game. Obviously didn't like what he saw on first down, and they used a timeout. Gives him a chance to put together a strategy here in the waning moments. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Hurd! Along the sideline, got it in the end zone. And now with the extra point, they're up by 18 here in the 4th. That's exactly what you want to do when you have that type of field position. Strike quickly, and they did. One play, and they put it on the board. He'll start the return inside his 5. He'll step out of bounds at the 16 and leave his offense with a long field in front. The Scarlet Knights start this drive. The offense looks ready to go. This has been a really disappointing performance, David, no question about that, but they can find some positives.
Yeah, and every time you watch the tape, you know, Jesse, coaches are pointing out, look at this. This was open if we'd have just ran the details to the right route, hung on to the football.
Turning it on! Inside the 50. Inside the 30. He's at the 10. To the house. Touchdown, State University of New Jersey.
The one thing you know about this offense, they're going to keep fighting, right? They're down on the scoreboard right now, but they're trying everything they can. Nice job there, finding a way to score that touchdown. And listen, we've seen crazier things happen before in college football. This thing ain't over until there's zeros on the clock.
The hands team doing its job, and that's going to do it for this one. Great place to start for this offense. Off the play fake on first down. Looking for an open area to his left. Turns it loose. He's got it way down the field. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They'll line up for a second down play. Takes the handoff. It's Price. Maybe a crease. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. 3rd and short from the 28. Let's see if this is 4-down territory or if they just pick up the first here. To the ground to try to move the chains. He gets enough for the first down. Crowd is silent. Chains are moving. Clock still going. Marshall trying to make this red zone trip pay off. Wants to adjust the pattern. Wants to throw on first down. Escapes the pressure going right. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Makes the grab. Timeout on the field and 4 ticks left to go. One more play to pad the stats. They'll go to the air. The pass is incomplete, and 1 second is left.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Finds his big tight end. Takes it into the end zone for the touchdown on the final play. The denouement. The epilogue. The finishing touch.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
Guys, this is a really good win for this ball club as they put together consecutive victories.
And in this season, that's what you got to do. You got to put together good weeks, build on each other, build that momentum, continue to grow as the season goes along.
Yeah, David, it's all about building confidence, and it's really important for these players to go out, work hard in practice, and see that hard work really pay itself off on game day. This is a team that's really starting to believe in itself.
This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis saying goodbye, everybody.